if you went to bed thinking, okay, we don't have Iowa results, and you woke up like I did, okay, now we'll turn on the TV, we'll know.
Still, it just 0, 0, 0, 0 across the board.
A lot of zeros on the board today. Welcome to CBS This Morning, and that's where we begin. The only results from the Iowa caucus at this hour are chaos and confusion. Never good. Here are the numbers, as we said, right now.
There they are.
A lot of zeros. There it is, Anthony, all across the board. CBS News cannot declare a winner because
there ain't any results.
Exactly right. Iowa's Democratic Party has not released the final count because they don't have it. We expect it, though, later today. The party says in a statement, we found inconsistencies in the reporting of 3 sets of results. CBS News is also being told the party did not fully test its new reporting systems in some areas.
Now, after the caucuses, but before any kind of official count came in, candidates rallied their supporters, and Mayor Pete Buttigieg and Senator Bernie Sanders both seemed to claim victory overnight. Other candidates withheld judgment until that final call comes in. This morning, most of the candidates have moved on to New Hampshire, where the first-in-the-nation primary is just 1 week away. Let's go to Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett, who is outside Democratic headquarters in Des Moines. Major, I want to ask you what happened, but it seems like the story is no one really knows what happened. So tell us about these inconsistencies the party found.
Well, let's try to figure out what that actually means. Nobody knows. The state party's not explaining what inconsistencies mean. What we do know is it pledged to count and then report 3 different set of numbers. The first number, everyone's first caucus choice upon entering. The second, that realignment number. And the third, delegates won by each candidate. Well, the state party says it's still trying to verify, crunch all those numbers before it's comfortable in reporting them. We should also note the state party, as mentioned, was trying out a brand new system this year, one that appears to have been overwhelmed and not tested thoroughly enough. One problem, the telephone app did not work as imagined. That's putting it mildly. So this morning, the 2 chief political exports of Iowa are uncertainty and embarrassment.
We know there's delays, but we know one thing. We are punching above our weight.
Democratic contenders, shocked by the lack of results, rallied their supporters to cheer what might be.
By the time it's all said and done, Iowa, you have shocked the nation.
When those results are announced, I have a good feeling we're going to be doing very, very well here in Iowa.
But the mess in Iowa means the battle for the Democratic nomination has stumbled out of the gate.
I gotta say, I'm a numbers guy. We're still waiting on numbers from tonight.
Iowa Democrats were stunned and confused.
I don't really understand. It's pretty vague when we're just told that the results were delayed and there's no reason given.
In the end, there are numbers. So where are the freaking numbers?
Precinct chairs reported glitches with an app that was supposed to be used to send results to the party. Tina Weber, precinct secretary of Waukee 2, said she had to rely on other methods.
We couldn't have people waiting in that room packed in, hot, just because the app wasn't working.
Those who tried to call in their results experienced long holds.
Thank you for calling the Iowa Democratic Party's caucus hotline. All of our representatives are currently busy.
In a statement, the Iowa Democratic Party said this was simply a reporting issue. The app did not go down, and there is not a hack or an intrusion. The day before the caucus, we asked State Party Chairman Troy Price if he had any fear about tech glitches or other problems.
Do you have a nightmare scenario, and if so, what do you do about it?
These are probably the most prepared we've ever been as a party for these caucuses. We've run through a few different scenarios, but I can tell you we're ready.
Former presidential candidate Julian Castro, now a supporter of Senator Warren, said the delay proves one thing.
That this simply is not the way that we can do this. It was a complete mess.
Dallas County Democratic Party Chair Bryce Smith tried to put the best face on things.
It's better to get the information right the first time than to 3 days later go, oh, actually, this is what happened.
But as the night wore on, candidates shifted their attention to the next contests.
East to New Hampshire and then west to Nevada.
So it's on to New Hampshire, Nevada, South Carolina, and well beyond.
Well, Major, it sounds like Troy Price may need to reevaluate his assessment of their readiness there in Iowa. But I got a question for you about the voters. They gave up their evening to go out and caucus. Yep. How are they feeling today?
Well, everyone wants to know what happened. And think about this. The candidates didn't come here to campaign for the Iowa caucuses. I mean, that's what they came to campaign for, not the to-be-determined caucuses. And for the voters, thousands of whom showed up to these caucuses for the very first time, this is not what they expected, certainly not what they promised. So the Iowa Democratic Party better get its act together, and soon, if it's going to claim any legitimacy in this process.
Not a good look for Iowa, not a good look for the Democrats. Major, thank you very much.